Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. It's Aly Kat here, and in today's video we're going to be taking a look at Marvel Tōkon Fighting Souls, like the announcement trailer. It was part of the State of Play, which happened the craziest week in the FGC like for a while because of a lot of announcements. But anyway, I was watching it live at the time, but I was literally in a club watching it on my phone, and like, you know, it was really loud and everything, so I couldn't really like pay much attention to it. But anyway, so we're having a look at it now again in a proper sort of HD and everything, so let's get on with it. And of course, before we go any further, big thank you to everyone who's new to the channel, subscribing and liking, commenting. I really love and appreciate you all. Couldn't do it without you lot. And don't forget, more stuff to come. We're on the road to 100 subscribers on YouTube. Absolutely fantastic. Okay, so let's get on with it. Okay, so PlayStation Studios. Arc System Works. We've got the Captain America shield. So iconic. Marvel games. Okay, look at that. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. It literally looks like Marvel vs. Capcom, but like on steroids. Okay, so it's a tag battle. It looks like some kind of like dodge or like sway move, that one. Oh, we've got some scene interactions. That's pretty cool. Okay, that's Star-Lord. It was Miss Marvel, wasn't it, before? We've got Ghost Rider, okay. We've got some mad like little combos going on. Multiple assists, there's at least 4 people. We've got Doctor Doom. Good luck, Doctor Doom, like with a pistol. Okay, but you know what? This looks, oh, we've got Storm. Okay, Storm is looking absolutely drop dead gorgeous. My God. I don't think I've seen another like black female character look so good in this style. In a game as well. They're 4 versus 4. We've got some crazy like air assists and stuff. Oh my God. It's kind of looking crazy. It's kind of looking crazy. Alright, so that was the trailer for Marvel Tōkon Fighting Souls, and that's in production by PlayStation Studios, Arc System Works, and Marvel Games. So, I mean, like, when I first saw it, like, I just couldn't believe what I was actually, like, seeing. Only because, like, it is synonymous that we have a tag battle with Capcom and Marvel. That's been like that for the last 20 years. Like, and I will do another video about this because it's very important. Like, this is actually, like, quite a defining moment for this genre, and also for Arc System Works as, like, being established as one of the big players in this genre of fighting game. So if you don't know, Capcom basically had exclusivity for the longest amount of time, since the mid-90s, when they came out with their first collaboration, which was X-Men Children of the Atom with Marvel. And then from that they went on to make several titles, including like Street Fighter vs. X-Men, Marvel Superheroes, Marvel Superheroes vs. Street Fighter, Marvel vs. Capcom, Marvel vs. Capcom 2, Marvel vs. Capcom 3, Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite, and so forth. So there's been like lots of titles. It all started in the mid-90s, so it's been going for like a long time. Like, to be honest, like, it's spanned the generation of several consoles and arcade systems. I mean, you've got to bear in mind, like, we're not really in an arcade era at the moment, because like you just don't get them anymore, not like it used to. Like back in like the 90s, like 2000s, like you did have arcades still. And I remember like when I do remember when I first saw Street Fighter vs X-Men in the arcade, and just like couldn't believe what was going on. I remember seeing Children of the Atom in the arcade, and I just thought, what is this game? But of course, like, this is a tag battle, so it's a tag battle game like without Capcom, so that's interesting, because like you would have thought that the relationship between Capcom and Marvel was actually pretty good, considering that recently you've got the fighting game collection series that have been introduced on multiple platforms. You've had the Capcom Arcade Fighting Collection, including the previous Marvel titles that are ready to play with like rollback. So like, you would have thought maybe this was a primer to get all the old games out of the way, and then, you know, they can introduce like a new game. I can't really see Capcom and Marvel coming with a new fighting game, especially a tag battle one, anytime soon. If this one's coming out like next year, like, I can't really see it. But maybe they've got something else in the bag, or maybe something slightly different, who knows. But what's interesting about Marvel games is, obviously, if you are aware that there's a game called Marvel Rivals, which is it's just taken over basically like the genre of like hero shooters. You can say that Marvel Rivals is like #1 at the moment, and of course like the art style in that game is like, it's very good, and I always thought that the art style could actually mimic a fighting game quite well. But look what's happened. If you go back to Arc System now, when I first saw Dragon Ball FighterZ, I thought that this game just looks too insane to be in real time, and I was shocked that even though like it was actually like, you know, 2.5D sort of thing, that's the first time I've seen it. I remember when I first saw it, I couldn't believe how beautiful the game looked. And then if you look at Guilty Gear Strive as well, like, I do have Guilty Gear, and I just think it's one of the most like, well, beautiful design games. I think the art style that Arc Systems have is just amazing, and I think they're the right people for the job, to be honest. I feel like that's the next way to go with fighting games. Like, if you actually look at the art style, I think, okay, City of the Wolves has done something different, a bit more like manga, I suppose, but you are talking something more like a live action, like anime. Of course, an anime fighter is like a fitting title, isn't it? But I imagine like the classic like Street Fighter 2 animated movie. Imagine like the Fighter movie. Imagine like the King of the Fighters. Like, imagine drawn in that style, but it's actually like 2.5D. Like, that's probably the next way to go. And so I think it's going to be looking more like this. So yeah, what do I think? I think it looks amazing. Only problem I have with it is the fact that it's PlayStation exclusive, and it's also on Steam. It's okay for me because I have a PC with Steam on. I don't have a PlayStation, but again, you're kind of alienating a lot of the people who are playing on like the Switch 2 now, and like the Xbox like series. So you sort of are alienating a lot of people, and that's another bad thing for it. But I can understand why they wanted it exclusive. But if they really wanted like everyone to get behind it, they should have made it on like cross-platform and everything. I think that one of the first fighting games actually do that properly, Virtua Fighter Revo, for example, like it's going to be on everything, and you'll be able to play it. Just grab a copy, well back netcode, everyone can connect. Doesn't matter what platform that your friends are on, you can have a game with them. And I think ultimately that's where the way to go. Like the fighting game that does that, the company that does that first, well, I've got it, they've nailed it. But I can see the move that PlayStation did. They wanted it exclusive. Of course they do. Of course they do. So I do understand it. But maybe another tag fighter, because it seems to be popping up quite a lot at the moment. Another tag fighter that's got crossplay, and it's also got rollback, and it's also available on multi-platforms and multiple devices. It's probably going to be the one that's probably going to do better than this one. That's all I'm saying. I'm pretty sure the footfall from the people who use the other platforms is probably more than PlayStation users. But something to consider anyway. Like, but overall, what a great little trailer. There was another video as well that I did, which is a bit of a deep dive, like after this one, but I'll put a link to the description. You can tell that the game's been in production for a while, because it looks pretty polished. It's not like sort of work in progress, with the difference of like Virtua Fighter like 6, or the next Virtua Fighter game, for example. They've kept it very secret. We've had like the Wolf trailer, and that's it. We've got, we had the initial Game Awards one back in December. We've had like the prototype like gameplay footage, which was at CES and everything. So stuff like that. But yeah, looking really good. I'd be interested to find out what is happening, like with Capcom and Marvel, and with that relationship, because obviously it's been a while since anything's been done. But yes, I wanted to point out as well that if it wasn't for X-Men Children of the Atom, you probably wouldn't have this game like right now. So I'm going to do another video where I talk about the importance of the Marvel vs Capcom relationship, and why this is like so important for this style of genre like today. But what do you guys think? Enough about what I think. What do you guys think about the trailer? Are you going to be playing Marvel Tōkon Fighting Souls? Do you even have a PlayStation or Steam to even play it on? And so what did you think? And who do you think might be making the list of characters? Like I said, if you look at Marvel Rivals, they've got so many. It's quite an easy choice. I hope they put Blade in. And Sarlacc. Those are awesome. Anyway, so let me know in the comment section what you think, and that'd be absolutely wonderful. And if you made it this far, don't forget to drop a subscribe, a like and comment. That'd be absolutely amazing. So thank you all so much, and I'll see you again on the next video.